The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. We can't solve today's problems with the mentality that created them. We are slowed down sound and light waves, a walking bundle of frequencies tuned into the cosmos. We are souls dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are the instruments through which our souls play their music. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. You need experience to gain wisdom. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. The more I study science, the more I believe in God. Don't listen to the person who has the answers. Listen to the person who has the questions. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Everything that exists in your life does so because of two things: something you did or something you didn't do. Thinking is hard work. That's why so few do it. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Do not grow old, no matter how long you live. Never cease to stand like curious children before the great mystery into which we were born. Our lives will be measured by what we do for others. Persistence is the most powerful force on earth. It can move mountains. Don't wait for miracles. Your whole life is a miracle. Just because you believe in something does not mean that it is true. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Knowledge is realizing that the street is one way. Wisdom is looking in both directions anyway. Everyone knew it was impossible until a fool who didn't know came along and did it. God did not create evil. Just as darkness is the absence of light, evil is the absence of God. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. Knowledge and ego are directly related. The less knowledge, the greater the ego. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it is built for. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear, and greed. Genius is making complex ideas simple, not making simple ideas complex. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it is built for. The leader is one who, out of the clutter, brings simplicity, out of discord, harmony, and out of difficulty, opportunity. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Logic can take you from point A to point B. Imagination can take you wherever you want. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. There comes a point in your life when you need to stop reading other people's books and write your own. I think 99 times and find nothing. I stop thinking, swim in the silence, and the truth comes to me. I don't need to know everything. I just need to know where to find it, when I need it. Don't listen to their words. Fix your attention on their deeds. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. The value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. Creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else has ever thought. Life is a preparation for the future, and the best preparation for the future is to live as if there were none. I believe we are here to do good. It is the responsibility of every human being to aspire to do something worthwhile, to make the world a better place than the one we found. Be kind to people who are different from you. It may be possible to fight intolerance, stupidity, and fanaticism separately, but when they come together, there is no hope. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Imagination is the language of the soul. Pay attention to your imagination, and you will discover all you need to be fulfilled. If you want different results, do not do the same things. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Success comes from curiosity, concentration, perseverance, and self-criticism. Our death is not an end if we can live on in our children and the younger generation, for they are us. Our bodies are only wilted leaves on the tree of life. I always found I was in the best of company, alone. A great thought begins by seeing something differently, with a shift of the mind's eye. When you sit with a nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. When you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That's relativity. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. You can't use an old map to explore a new world. Nothing in the world makes people so afraid as the influence of independent-minded people. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. Time is just something we invented to make motion seem simple. Live with purpose. Don't let people or things around you get you down. The most beautiful gift of nature is that it gives one pleasure to look around and try to comprehend what we see. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. The basic laws of the universe are simple, but because our senses are limited, we can't grasp them. There is a pattern in creation. We must not only learn to tolerate our differences, we must welcome them as the richness and diversity which can lead to true intelligence. Philosophy is empty if it isn't based on science. Science discovers, philosophy interprets. At least once a day, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. Do you believe in miracles? Well, you should. In fact, life itself is a big miracle. There are so many things that are beyond our understanding. There are 2 ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. The world is in greater peril from those who tolerate or encourage evil than from those who actually commit it. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. One should respect an honest person even if he expresses opinions differing from one's own. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. One should not pursue goals that are easily achieved. One must develop an instinct for what one can just barely achieve through one's greatest efforts. The true definition of madness is repeating the same action, over and over, hoping for a different result. Know where to find the information and how to use it. That's the secret of success. Everything that can be counted does not necessarily count. Everything that counts cannot necessarily be counted. Past is dead. Future is uncertain. Present is all you have. So eat, drink, and live merry. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. You do not really understand something unless you can explain it to your grandmother. Have the courage to take your own thoughts seriously, for they will shape you. The real problem is in the hearts and minds of men. It is not a problem of physics, but of ethics. It is easier to denature plutonium than to denature the evil spirit of man. It is difficult to say what truth is, but sometimes it is so easy to recognize a falsehood. Example isn't another way to teach. It is the only way to teach. Don't think about why you question. Simply don't stop questioning. Don't worry about what you can't answer, and don't try to explain what you can't know. Curiosity is its own reason. Aren't you in awe when you contemplate the mysteries of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure behind reality? And this is the miracle of the human mind, to use its constructions, concepts, and formulas as tools to explain what man sees, feels, and touches. Try to comprehend a little more each day. Have holy curiosity.
Like this video and subscribe this channel for more amazing videos.